You can't make this up. Donald Trump, yes, that Donald Trump, just declared financial war on the Federal Reserve, and this time he's not alone. The former president, now back in the spotlight and gearing up for another showdown with the D.C. elite, has launched a coordinated pressure campaign on the Fed, demanding immediate interest rate cuts. But here's the twist. It's not just Trump this time. His entire economic war cabinet is now on the attack. Vice President J.D. Vance, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, and top advisor Kevin Hassett, all singing from the same hymn sheet. Cut the damn rates. Welcome back to American Info. And if you're paying off a mortgage, drowning in credit card debt, or trying to buy a home, this story affects you directly. Trump's latest offensive? A scorching letter and a barrage of Truth Social posts calling Fed Chair Jerome Powell a numbskull and accusing him of costing the country trillions in unnecessary borrowing costs. But it doesn't stop there. Trump's argument is brutally simple. If we slash interest rates, the government could save up to $1 trillion in debt payments. Think about that. While your family pays 8% on a car loan, Trump says Powell is blowing $1 trillion on overpriced borrowing. And the American people, furious. Meanwhile, Powell and the Fed are holding the line, terrified that a premature rate cut could ignite inflation, especially with Trump's new tariff plan looming over imports. But here's where things get messy. Even inside the Fed, cracks are forming. Two senior Fed officials, Michelle Bowman and Christopher Waller, both appointed by Trump himself, are breaking ranks. Bowman came out swinging this week, saying she's ready to cut rates next month if inflation stays in check. Waller, meanwhile, called inflation transitory and endorsed a potential cut, dismissing Powell's fear narrative. Translation: even Trump's own Fed picks are starting to side with him, but not because of his $1 trillion argument. No, they're making the real economic case. Inflation is down. The labor market is stable. We've overshot for 4 years. It's time. And guess what? The data backs them up. Inflation has come in soft for months. The job market's solid. Rates are still stuck around 4.4%, and average Americans are getting crushed. But Powell? He's digging in, and Trump's not having it. His message is blunt. The Fed works for America, not global bankers, not their egos, and certainly not Joe Biden. The establishment is in meltdown mode. The media calls it monetary malpractice. Central bank defenders say Trump is threatening Fed independence. But let's be honest. If Powell were anyone else, he'd be fired by now. Trump tried to remove him in his first term, and now with the nation watching, he might just win this battle with sheer political will. Powell is scheduled to testify before Congress this week. Expect fireworks. Trump allies in Congress are ready to grill him hard. The Fed says it's protecting the economy. Trump says it's protecting itself. So who's really right? Here's the truth no one wants to admit. If Americans believe the Fed is ignoring reality, if they feel crushed by rates while inflation cools, they'll stop trusting the system. And when trust goes, so does independence. This is not just about rates. It's about control. Who decides America's future? A closed-door committee of unelected bankers or the people's elected leaders? One thing's certain, Trump just turned the Fed into the hottest battleground of 2025. And he's not backing down. This was today's Vital Update. At American Info, we bring you real, verified news. No filters, no elites. If you value truth, like this video, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for daily and censored coverage. Thank you.